Hello everyone and welcome back. I Palladium PD am your host on the Contingency server. Can you guess what this is? Yes, that's right. This is my witch hut.
Damn, I thought it was an egg farm.
Witch farm.
Egg
This is
farm.
my egg farm design. I farm eggs. The chickens sit on these platforms, and then whenever they lay eggs, the tripwires will activate and they'll fall through. No, this is my witch farm. Redstone is a little bit different from the usual design, as you will see if I don't derp. This is the design. There's a clock here that becomes. Ugh,
What were you saying
okay.
about doping?
Yeah. I've got
You
Elf
just
here with
think on the
me.
shift button and it's like, it works.
Yeah. I've got Elf here with me.
Really? Where?
Elf. Yeah, where is she? She's over there. She and Tony, I think, dug out more of this perimeter than I did. So, really big thanks go to them. Elf did a huge
They're
amount
awesome.
herself. I know that Tony did a bunch as well. They had some fun with TNT, which unfortunately wasn't recorded because it was extremely funny. But I wasn't even there. I didn't even ask them. I just said, do whatever you want to, and they just went ahead. So that's pretty fantastic, if you ask me. Anyway, let's have a look at this redstone here. So this is a clock that will become activated when this redstone torch turns off, and that redstone torch will turn off when this tripwire activates. So whenever a witch spawns in there, or whenever any mob spawns in there, at the moment only witches can spawn in there, as far as I know, then the tripwire will be activated, this redstone wire will light up, and the torch will turn off, which means that this block will become depowered, and that will, that will turn the clock on. And as you can see, I've had to design a clock for this system because I couldn't really find one that was suitable for all the purposes that I wanted. I wanted to have a 2-tick on output and a 4-tick off, and that means that this torch here is the output for this clock. Typically, if you just put a repeater in line with some, push it into a torch and then cycle it around, then it'll just be off the same amount of time that it's on. So this design allows it to be off for longer than it's on, and that means that I can send the signal first to these pistons, and then I can delay it a bit and send it to those pistons and push the pads back. So that's how this is all working. At the moment, Elf is not falling through yet because I haven't actually placed the final piece of redstone. But now, if you were to stand on these platforms, then it should be a pretty good chance that you fall through pretty quickly. So I'm standing here, there we go. So, well, I'm glitching because players don't seem to fall through as easily or as well as mobs do. I don't quite know why that is. But anyway, you can see how it's working. Wow, this is finally I've fallen through. Okay, well anyway, that's there's nothing to do with the design itself. It's just the nature of Minecraft. Anyway, so this little bit of redstone took me a while to figure out. First of all, I was trying comparator clocks because I like them, and because they're really good if you want things to stay on for long and then off for a short time, and then you can invert that with a torch and it's off for a long time and on for a short time. But I tried a huge number of those, and I couldn't make one short enough that was reliable enough to serve this farm. So then I came up with this design after a bit of derping around in creative, and I'm extremely pleased with this. It's very solid, nice and reliable. Originally I was going to take this 2-tick pulse and shape it into a 1-tick pulse with a comparator clock, the very high-speed one. But as it turns out, because of the length of the clock, that's not necessary. So the pistons can extend and the other side can retract, no problems. And they go back and forwards, no problem at all. So the way this works is the repeater turns on and then it locks for a while on, and then it locks for a while off, and things happen. You can play around with this clock yourself. It's extremely simple. This is on 2 ticks. This 2-tick delay. This repeater is on 1-tick delay, and the signal is cycled through that block there, into this block, and then the torch just sends it around again. So the signal comes out down here. There's a repeater on on that block down there, so it's pushing the signal into this block, or it might be a comparator, I can't remember. We take the signal all the way down the other end to where the other pistons need to be actuated, and then we have a repeater. That's why this is light proofed, because I don't want light updates happening if at all possible. So this in here, if I grief my design a bit, we have a repeater. So there's a comparator over there, and then there's just a repeater here, and it sends a 1 tick, and then we have another comparator here, and that's pushing the final signal into the rest of the farm. So it's all working quite nicely. I'm very pleased. The reason I didn't choose the sort of already built up designs or the slightly more efficient designs is because I really do like to use my own designs for this sort of thing. There's something about using your own design, even if it's not the most efficient possible, that just gives you joy. And also I came up with that new type of clock because of the constraints of this design. So if you put limits on yourself in terms of the possibilities, in terms of the design, then you are forced to think in creative ways. And Minecraft for me is about creative thinking. Getting items and getting tons of loot, that's great, but creative thinking is the main thing. So as you can probably tell, what is lacking now is a drop system and a roof. So I'm going to be getting to work on that. I don't know whether Elf will be helping me, but I'm sure at some point I'll be back to show you more of the witch farm. Oh, before I go, one thing that I forgot to mention is that the way that I'm doing the spawn proofing here is, well, inside the clock there are some areas where it's impossible to do it traditional ways, like putting a half slab or something like that, or putting a transparent block, or sometimes I just don't want to put a transparent block. So I'm using a jack-o'-lantern to light the whole thing. This prevents light updates, or to my mind, I think it does. I hope it does. At least the light level will stay the same because repeaters are very dim compared to this. So is the torch. So that will be preventing the spawning from happening in here. And over here I've used the trick where if you put only a 1 block air gap or 1 block with transparent blocks in between, then no mob will be able to spawn there. Not even spiders will be able to spawn in there. So, or any other small mob, they can't spawn at all. So this is completely spawn proofed. Again, on the comparators themselves we have that spawn proofed because the mobs will collide with the collision mask of the comparators themselves, and comparators don't emit light, so there's no light updates happening. So that's the principal reason why I went with comparators instead of repeaters. I mean, they're not that expensive. There's only 28 in this design, so it's not super expensive. I already had the repeaters done, and I thought, I actually would really like to use comparators. So here I am using comparators. This whole design is inspired. Yeah, Elf is still here. This whole design is inspired by a design that I saw from Deco. I don't know if you've noticed, but the way this works is that over here the tripwire is connected to redstone torches, and those redstone torches are powering these pistons. So that's why there's half slabs here. There's a block in the light from the torches, and decreasing the efficiency of the farm slightly. So that's something to keep in mind. If you want to build this design, it's going to be less efficient than JL's design, but that's necessary to block the light. So they will turn off when a mob is standing on in the relevant tripwire. So that stops this piston from being powered by the torch, and then when the clock is on, it will cycle only those pistons which are actually capable of extending again. So these pistons are extended, they're blocking the other ones from extending at all, but if they were to be retracted, then if the clock is cycling, then it can push back and forwards, and that will continue until the tripwire becomes deactivated. So that's the principle of this, and it was quite a nice design that I saw on Deco's channel. That's why I used it. Mine is a little bit different. Obviously, I always like to add my own touches to my designs. I really don't like to use other people's designs exactly as they are. Not just because I'm a stickler for not copying other people's designs, because I really don't think it matters. But because, yeah, it's nice to add your own personal touches to things, and that includes redstone design, because I like to design that sort of thing. So it's a really nice, clever design from Deco that I liked, and I've adapted it to suit my purposes. So that's all from the redstone. I hope they haven't been bored by it. I see Elf running through there. It's a bit. It's almost like one of those games that you find on servers. You know, run through before the blocks fall out from underneath you. Anyways, I'll be back when there's more to report. This is bad, everyone. This is very bad. Have a look at this. My original Van Gogh is gone. And plucky thieves that they are, or perhaps that he or she is, they've left a sign taunting me. So presumably this is a footstep. I think that the perpetrator came in through this window here, just smashed the glass, walked in, snatched the painting, and then exited through this window right here. The suspect, male or female, is no higher than 6'5", otherwise they would not be able to fit through this window standing up. Ooh, what's that under there? There's a sign. Brought to you by Van Ink. Curiouser and curiouser. As you can see, I've been doing some work around my base here. I've made a large amount of it grass by now, and there's some lag. We've been having serious lag issues on the server, and I've been causing most of them, as it turns out, so I need to get my act together. Anyway, have a look at this. This is new. I was on here a few hours ago, and now somebody's put "Get to the chopper" on my chest. These are my Silk Touch shears, by the way. I made them ages ago, called them that, but they were definitely inside this chest, so somebody has come along to my base and modified things. Bastards. Okay, so presumably get to the chopper means get to the police helicopter, because the police have arrived. There's a helicopter just over there, as you can see. Whoever built this, by the way, is fantastic, this helicopter. But I'm sad about the painting, although I have to be careful because it was insured for 10,000 diamonds, and I'm worried that the police may think that I stole it on purpose and that this is insurance fraud. So I'm gonna have to get my story straight. At the night of the heist, I was sleeping in my bed with my cat Tiddles, and I heard a strange noise in the night, and Tiddles will corroborate my story. Did I get up there? Yeah. Oh no. Just. Come on. Let me up. Yes! Okay, we're on the skid. Van Ink. Oh. really... Okay. I'll let you know when I get in. Right, attempt number 4. Please work, please work. Let me up, let me up, let me up. No, it fell back down. Okay, I think I'm going to be on the skid again this time. Right. Responding to dispatch February 5 p.m. February 5. Whose time zone is that? Apparently getting to the chopper wasn't all that useful. Anything else around here? Vanadium nitrogen? Van Inc. Who here on the server could have a company called Van Inc? I think we may have to go on a little bit of a server tour to find out what's caused this. Yeah. Alright. This is interrupting the witch farm video, I know, but as you can see, there are more important things afoot. See you in a moment. Now, I have to be honest with you and say I have absolutely no idea who did this, although I suspect Boos. It's the sort of MO that he has. This is Brett's place. It looks pretty empty right now. I believe the only way in is via Ender Pearl. Have any silk touch tools? Yes, I do. So I could grief in if I wanted. Ah, a door, look. Button, door. It's obviously a very humane person, keeps his cows indoors. Storage area, I'm not going to go through that. Ah, he has a painting on his wall. Maybe he's an art lover and therefore possibly an art thief, or perhaps somebody's trying to sell it to him on the black market. Nothing interesting in here, I'm afraid. Let's see, does he have it? That all looks like it comes at a... Ooh, Christmas presents? What on earth could somebody need that many stone shovels for? Oh, the rest looks empty. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, I think this is a bust. I don't think it's Brett that stole it. Although I'm going to keep an eye out on the market, see if anybody's trying to flog it to him. The portal is there. Okay, I'll be back when I reach the next person's house. Brett lives relatively close to me. I'm going to see if it's any of my neighbors. They're the ones sort of people who might know what I keep in my house. Portal number 2. I have no idea whose base this is. There are no signs anywhere, and I've never been here before. And it's middle of nowhere, apparently. Okay, that's a bust. I really don't think the pigs or the sheep have been stealing my paintings. Nice mountain, though. Alright, onwards. This is a big portal. Look at that. I've got a speed buff here. Maybe it's near the, Roofed Forest by Brett. Another one by Brett. That art dealer. Art buyer? Maybe he's a dealer? I don't know. does not look as though this is anything interesting though. Looks more like an exploration tunnel. Why did he build such a big portal? Well, anyway, onwards. Well, here's something. I believe this is Brett's witch hut area. Whoa, look at that. That's funny. I'm guessing these are full of, yep, dirt and stuff. Okay, next. Another witch hut. Yawn. Well, if I ever need feathers, I know where to come get them. This is Brett's old chicken farm. I think it's been completely cleared out though, so onwards. This is Connex's mob farm, and it's pretty enormous. Done a great job, and it's very, very laggy for my frame rate, because there's water being issued and then retracted all the time. Gotta be careful around here. Connex's private chests. Okay, well, it really doesn't look as if there's anything to see here. Okay, as you can see here, we can go to Mr. Lidl's base of super evil. Perhaps that evil includes art thefts and black market art sales. But first, I think we'll have a look at Tyler's portal. Very nicely appointed, this place. I like what you've done with the place, Tyler. Flip to extend bridge. Oh, okay. Looks nice. I don't see any stolen art around here. The art looked a little bit like this. It was a painting of a sunflower. What could this be? Mob system of some sort? Who really knows? It's been getting a fair bit of... What is this? Oh, is that the special dirt that doesn't become grass? I think it might be. Okay. Let's head back inside and see if there's any evidence. Ah, wooden button. Love it. That is a big portal. Perhaps in here? No. Plant stuff. The Van Gogh looked exactly like that, but it was a painting. I really don't think it's here. Gold netherrack. No, this doesn't look like the den of an art thief. This just looks like the den of a rich person. Alright, let's move on to Mr. Lidl's base of super evil. Okay, we've arrived at Lidl's base of super evil. There's lots of buttons on the walls, and I think it's like any secret villain's lair. If you press one of them, the whole place will blow up, so let's not do that. More importantly though, I do not see any evidence here of art theft. Whoa, this place is ginormous. We must be quite low down, yeah, we're at Y13. Lidl is a monster. That's the one we came through, isn't it? So this is a storage area. Let's see if there's art, stolen art in any of the other places. Lidl, man, you need to place all your coal blocks. Nothing there. Okay, that's sealed off. Aha, this one's not sealed off. Whoa. This could definitely be a place where stolen art is kept. Cobble, 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 cobble. Flesh and jelly. This is the jelly. Wheat, redstone, no. There's no chest marked stolen art. Emeralds, let's have a look. Nah, there's no stolen art there. Blast. Stone, ender pearls, dirt, ender pearls. Yeah, okay. Next, let's try this one over here. That could be a slime farm. Oh, it's a horse sheep farm, okay. Evidently there's no art here. I shall return and go to the next place. Okay, this is Vibe's place. And boy, the man sure does know how to hoard. Look at this. Wow. I don't see any stolen art though. It really doesn't look as though Vibe is the culprit. Nothing. Full blaze rods. No. Alright. Ooh, hello. What's this? Nothing. 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 Man, that is one hell of a lot of enchanted swords and 61 name tags. Good grief. I wonder if I can snag a few of these. Turn them into something decent. Anyways, nothing to see here, so on we go. Okay, here we are at the portal to Death's place. There's a possibility it's him because that chopper was really well built and Death is a very good builder. Ask before you take any ice. Okay, no other signs around. Let's poke around in here a bit. No, I'm being a bit nosy, but can't be helped. Ooh, what's that? Oh, just regular diamond sword. No. Nothing here that says art thief. Let's go up here. Nah. Okay. I'll have to go to the next place. See you there. Alright, well I don't know where Mboose's base is, but I have managed to find a witch hut where he's been working apparently. Because he's got some stuff here. Zai is Zyark, and sadly Zyark is no longer with us. He requested that he be removed from the whitelist for now because he's too busy to play, which is fair enough. But it does not look as though there is any stolen art around here. So, on we go. Okay, here we are at Zyark's old base, and I've actually just had a thought. This guy's awesome. I think he's called Grum. V lowercase, capital V lowercase a capital N. That could mean Vibe and Nuke. And if it is, then I should investigate Nuke. Thus far I've discounted Nuke because I didn't think it fitted with his character, but capital V lowercase a capital N. Maybe that could mean Vibe and Nuke. Vibe and Nuke Corporation? Let's find out. Alright, I'm back at my base. I have not yet discovered who the thief was, but I will keep looking another day. It's a bit late for me at the moment. As you can see, I have no gear or anything because when I was at Nuke's base I killed myself to get back because it's really far. And And I didn't show you that place because he seems to be building something pretty awesome there. He seems to be building the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. And if you know what that means, then that should make you excited to watch his videos. So check him out. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna do a cut when I find some more information. Alright guys, it is a few days later. As you can see, a few things have changed. Number one, Optifine. You can see there's a difference in the color between the stone and this button. That is an Optifine thing from this texture pack. And the sky is all pink. So that's good. Another thing that's changed is I have been playing Feed the Beast again. Had a long hiatus. Don't know if you know, but a long time ago this server used to have a Feed the... the 5.0 is here, it seems. Okay, we'll check that out in a sec. A long time ago this server had a Feed the Beast server. This island, by the way, home of Emilio Estevez. Just thought you should know that. I've been working more on the mountains over there, and I think I'm going to green the entire island. It wasn't my initial intention, but when I looked on the Dyn map, which we now have, to see how big an area I'd done already, I thought, well, you know, I've done quite a lot already, might as well just do the whole island. Alright, so let's have a look here. CPD. Contingency Police Department, I presume. Really nice police. It looks like a van, doesn't it? Police van. Ooh. Ooh. Number plate Contingency. Okay. Contingency Police Department. There it is. I'm a little disappointed. They should have put it in mirror image up here. Well, anyway. Well, I guess the heat isn't around, so I think I can sneak in here and see what's what. Okay, there's it. Just turning the lights on. Vibe and Nuke van. I knew it. I actually had a conversation with them. Oh, my painting! Oh, they brought it back. The police, they did their job properly for once. They restored the property to its original owner. That is great. To be honest, I really don't know what this rock is about. Finally, I can restore my hut to its former glory. Interesting. Vibe and Nuke, go. Never noticed that before. Wonder if that was the case. I have no idea. Well, it looks like the police haven't compensated me for the broken glass in here, so I may have to replace that myself. I suppose my insurance might pay for that. Hopefully they will, if I can extort some money out of them. But yeah, so got my painting back a few days ago. I was in TeamSpeak with them, and I asked them straight up. I said, "Are you guys the ones who did it?" Because I've been looking around all over the server, as you know. And they said, "No, it's not us. No, it's not us." And then I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, the only ones I haven't checked are Steady and Rolling, so I'll just have to check them." And well, as it turns out, it was them, and they did confess about 10 minutes later. So thanks guys for the great joke. This was fantastic. And I think I'll leave that helicopter. It's really nice. Might change the color scheme though. I'm not sure if police helicopter is really the right place for the home of Emilio Estevez. We need something a bit more tropical themed. This van though, this has got to go. The 5.0 can get off my lawn. Okay, I don't really have much else to say this episode except for the fact that I'm going to leave the witch hut for now. It'll be in the next episode, I think, but it's not going to finish out this episode because this episode's already getting too long. But as you can see, I'm working still on greening this place over, and then when I'm finished with that, which shouldn't be too much longer, or even perhaps before if I just get bored, I'm going to go over to the witch hut and finish the build there. So, I hope you've been entertained. Thank you very much for watching. If you have been entertained, do please leave a like. I do like to see that on my videos, even though I never ask for it normally. It's a great pleasure to see that people are enjoying my content, so if you are, leave me a like, and I'm gonna get back to work here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. This is Bloody and PD, and I'm out.